All right. Well, I know last week it was kind of good. We were not looking for real things to do. We already had enough. We did play some DMZ, and I played Overwatch. And you found a weird gladiator game that I think I saw Mr. Fruit playing.
I don't know. I don't watch Mr. Fruit, so I couldn't tell you if he was playing it or
I
not.
mean, it's called the We Are Here to Die or whatever.
We are who are about to die.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's still in early develop or
Yeah.
early access or
Yeah,
whatever.
it was
But
like version point one or something like that. I
yeah,
was
but
like,
I mean,
damn.
it's really polished for an early access game.
Yeah.
Uh, I do think I've played through it and I have beaten it on 2 of the like 6 characters or whatever. And yeah, I feel like it needs more weapon variety because there are no like gold tier single hand weapons.
Yeah,
The
there's no
gold tier
one-handed
weapon.
swords.
Yeah, there's no one-handed gold tiers. There's a two-handed axe that's a gold tier, but
Yeah, I've
uh,
seen a gold tier shield.
yeah, gold tier. I had gold tier shields, gold tier helmet, gold tier shoulder pads. There were no gold tier like boots.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, you kind of. I mean, at one point I had like all of that stuff on the same character. It's just. Uh,
Yep.
but yeah, I mean, it was fun. And I will keep up with updates and see if they bring out any new weapons or new characters. Um, and I
Gotcha.
might even jump back in because there's still like 4 characters I haven't beat yet. So,
Might as
um,
well.
yeah,
Yeah. The only thing that sucks about early games for me is a lot of times, and this is the almost the Baldur's Gate syndrome. But luckily I cut it off. Is like play it, and as much content as I can, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. But more content gets released, but I already feel like I'm done with the game.
yeah, and in most cases I agree with that. But this is a roguelite, so it's one of those games that when you do die, you have to start a new run anyway. So when new stuff comes out, you're starting back at the kind of the pseudo beginning anyway. It's not like Baldur's Gate where you play it
Mm.
all and then have to sit there for 6 months and then the new patch comes out and it's like I don't even remember what I was doing.
Yeah, I get it. I just I also suffered a little bit of Rogue Legacy too. So like even roguelites for me, I'm just like once I feel like I'm done, I just don't touch it. But I take a couple months off, and then when the game fully releases, I'm back at it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it looks interesting. So there's that. Let's see if there's anything coming out this week that will surprise us. First glance, I don't see it. Soccer Story. You think this is just capitalizing on Cup Madness?
Maybe. I don't know.
It looks very indie, very cartoony. No more robots, though. That's a. Where have I heard that?
I
An
don't know.
open world RPG. Wow.
I wonder there's a golf type game like that.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's the
it's
same.
not the same team behind Golf Story.
Oh, it specifically says it's there.
Yeah. So yeah, Soccer Story, Golf Story.
Yeah, Golf Story is like 8-bit or 16-bit,
Gotcha.
whatever. So yeah, definitely a different art design.
We're working on a comedy open world RPG where you save the world with a magic soccer ball. Your role in Soccer Story begins 1 year after an event called the Calamity, which apparently has made soccer illegal. Magic Soccer Ball chooses you to be the so-called savior of soccer, a role that will also help heal the world. I love it. No more about to say Soccer Story delivers over 15 hours of gameplay unfolding through story-based missions and side activities. You apparently square off against sharks, toddlers, old-age pensioners, and ninjas as you complete these tasks and solve puzzles using the ball. In addition to the single-player campaign, features a 4-player local multiplayer mode with each team led by an animal captain. Wow.
The funny thing is this sounds like it would fit golf a lot better because if you know the history of golf, golf was actually outlawed at one point.
Hmm.
It was illegal to play golf
Damn.
because in England, it got so popular that so many people were playing golf that no one was working. So the king outlawed it because there was no one doing any jobs.
Bastards. Oh my god, that's great though. It comes out tomorrow. I wish I knew more about the gameplay, because that's gonna, like, is it just like RPG, like, who cares, right? Like, is soccer's irrelevant? Or is this, like, actual, like, soccer type skill in a smaller field, right?
It said puzzles.
Yeah. And the genre is role playing. It's one of those things where I think I need like a demo. But trail. Oh, there's Soccer Story full demo walkthrough. I'm gonna watch a little bit of it just because now I'm actually openly curious. It's still very 8-bit. He slide tackled that.
Collect acorns.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any soccer.
No. I went from excited to lost interest in, like.
Hey, there's the soccer field.
It hit the targets. Aim, shoot. And if it has to tell you, then I don't know if. Maybe though. Maybe this guy's just not. Rather walk around and talk to people than. This one looks like a puzzle in the essence of he's got to score separate goals based off of where the bear is. He's got to train up to be the best. Yeah. Probably middling. Toddlers FC. Oh, no, here we go. Looks cute. He just slide tackled that toddler.
I mean, there's a panda in goal.
At least the panda's not eating people, right?
So, speaking of the animals in goal, I feel like I have to tell this story. There's a guy that I work with that he was dating. I don't know if he still is, but dating a girl who was from Peru.
Oh, okay.
Or her family's from Peru, and he said that her dad tells this story that when he was growing up, they used to go play soccer, and a penguin would actually keep goal.
A penguin?
Yes, there's a native penguin species to Peru's coast, and in the southern part of Peru.
Yeah.
The penguin would play soccer with them and play goal.
Oh. Man, everyone loves soccer. Oh, that's a foul, dog. You didn't even get ball. If this was Portugal, they'd be on the ground screaming for a card.
Yeah, so Dan was playing FIFA today.
Oh,
He's
nice.
never played FIFA before.
Yeah. What kind of ridiculous comment did he make this time? I bet
it's
I could
more
go
so
pro.
the fouls. He had 3 players foul out of the game. 2 yellow cards.
Damn, that toddler goalie is good. He had how many yellow cards?
Oh, he had 3 players foul out of the game. So
Foul
3 players
out?
that got two yellow cards each. So,
Jesus.
and I think there was at least one more that had a yellow. So I think he had 7 yellows, something like that.
That's crazy.
He still won the game.
That is crazy.
He was playing on semi-pro though, so
Yeah.
he won 3-2 with a goal in the 89th minute.
Yeah, and if he had 3 players falling out, he was playing, what, 3 people down on top of that?
Yeah, so he was down 2 in the 89th minute. The third one
Jesus
fouled out
Christ.
during extra time.
Oof. Well, this soccer story game does actually look cute and interesting. I don't know. It's coming out tomorrow. If it's a full price release, I'll probably pass on that. But if it's not, no, I might pick it up.
Add to your wish list.
That doesn't tell me the price. I hate when this happens.
We got it on the PlayStation Store. See if you can pre-order it.
Yeah, it's also on the PlayStation, so. PS Soccer Story. PS Store. Let's do. Announced.
Yeah, so this game comes out tomorrow, everyone, but no one knows the price, so.
Yeah. It's a physics-driven adventure RPG. Alright. Well, who knows? The Night Witch. That seems weird. Seems like multi-classing in D&D. Yes, I'm a paladin warlock. No news on that one. Yeah, we're not Gundam fans, but I'm sure there's somebody out there excited for that. We're also not Warhammer fans.
Well, speaking of Warhammer.
Uh-oh. You gonna surprise me?
Yeah, so we scrapped my D&D thing because the module was pretty...
Trash.
No one was excited to play it.
Okay.
I wasn't excited to DM it, so we scrapped it. And so Austin is now going to start running a Warhammer campaign. So
How much Warhammer do you know?
none. So... And this is coming out, so there is the possibility I do pick this up just for lore purposes.
Oh, man. Good luck.
Yeah. I do know that it is supposed to be pretty brutal, and that he did mention that you're supposed to have 4 backup characters ready at all times.
Yeah. And the world itself is very complex.
Yeah.
It's a lot of minutia and politics.
Yeah, and they were talking about... Say, we're playing soldiers, so it's not really the politics part of it, per se, but, like, the whole thing is that the guardsmen, or the soldiers, have an average lifespan of 14 hours.
Nice!
Which, I mentioned that if the average lifespan is 14 hours, you know you've got those grizzled veterans who have somehow survived for 20 plus years. So your average lifespan is probably closer to 10 hours.
True. Those, like, 5 people bringing down the average for everybody else.
Yeah.
Looks like Inscription's coming to Switch. Marvel Midnight Suns, Need for Speed, whatever, and Resident Evil's expansion. I've heard of the Callisto Protocol, I think. Action game. Oh, apparently it's been canceled in Japan due to its violent content. Oh, that's right. This is one of the Gamescom. That's where I've heard of it. Okay. Yeah, don't care. For people who are excited about that, on you. Soccer Story, my game of the year.
Well, the nominations are already out, so it was not nominated.
Yet. I'm gonna get it added. It's gonna be so good, they're just gonna go back and retroactively add it. Be like, it doesn't matter what you voted for, this is the best. Look at these Portuguese pastries I have saved on here. Could have been embarrassing and just had like all porn, but nope. This is my porn. My Portuguese pastries. Oh man. Yeah. So not really. Maybe the soccer one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take a look at it if I remember tomorrow, which we all know is a 50-50 shot. If that. Let's see what's happened this week. Gifts? No. It's like nothing.
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving week, so
Yeah,
probably not a lot of news.
Yep. continue without disabling. Yeah, more people complaining about Pokemon. All of you are stupid. Ragnarok sold well, but it's no Pokemon. How do you go from this to this?
I don't know. I think they were just talking about the fact that this Pokemon had the best release weekend of any Pokemon game ever, I believe.
Yeah. Twice that. Damn. Yeah, like, alright. I have no. Normally, I'm more hack and slashy here. But I was more excited for this game than I was for this one, so I guess. Just let me read what they're saying. Yeah, playing new Pokemon, more on that in a second. There's more people to highlight the game bugs and poor performance issues. Okay, and there's been a duplication glitch. You can run faster if you do 2 controllers plugged in at the same time.
Yeah, I have seen that. Somebody was talking about how that was going to be speedrun meta.
For players to be fair, whereas there are plenty that aren't. Some people request refunds. Okay, sure. PlayStation and Xbox are out again. Xbox attempted acquisition. Governing bodies may not approve it. Blaze chipping in with the reason why he agrees with that idea. The latest back and forth between the video game giants comes after reports that Xbox offered PlayStation a decade-long Call of Duty deal, but PlayStation declined. Saying once again, Call of Duty cannot be replicated, even though the Xbox had time and again that it doesn't want to take the series from the platform. Accused its rival of trying to turn PlayStation into Nintendo. As if an unwarranted shot at Nintendo wasn't enough, PlayStation also took a job at Battlefield, claiming it will never be on the same level as Call of Duty. Well, it really won't. Like, like, I don't get how this is a... Call of Duty games haven't even been that good. And they still have been better than Battlefield games.
Yeah, and there was something about Xbox's response to the fact that Xbox or PlayStation, like, saying that Xbox is acquiring this is a bad deal. And Xbox's response was like, well, PlayStation already has exclusives, and then they named off all of these games that PlayStation Studios created. As if PlayStation can't just go back and do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not any acquisitions that PlayStation made. They were talking about their own first-party games.
Yeah, that they're paying for devs to make. That's the stupidest shit. Yep. Whatever. Witcher 3 current gen update launches next month. I don't know who's still playing The Witcher 3, but congratulations. And here's the difference, right? We get on Skyrim all the time, but Skyrim was, like, deserving of its fame. And I'm not trying to say The Witcher 3 is a bad game. I know it was Player of the Year or whatever, but it's not Skyrim.
No.
Like, Skyrim redefined a genre.
Yeah, I couldn't get into The Witcher because
I couldn't either.
It's supposed to be this RPG, but it felt very railroady. Like,
yep.
You can only play the game this way.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, Geralt is only really good at these X styles and these things, and you can go research poisons, but there's no point in really doing it. Your silver sword versus your steel sword, that's not what, like, an RPG or, like, an open world is really supposed to be about, right? Like, you can play 3 different run-throughs through Skyrim and have 3 vastly different experiences.
Yeah, for me, that's more of an action game than a
yes, than an RPG. I agree. That and the source of its content is kind of already telling a set story, right? It's not like...
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge Witcher fan, so obviously my bias is not against CD Projekt Red, because I actually like the studio, and I'm probably the only person who enjoyed Cyberpunk. So,
but yeah. Yeah, no, and I mean, I'm not I went in trying to like The Witcher, but I just couldn't.
Yeah, I played the first game on top of that, and that combat system was atrocious. In my opinion, I couldn't get behind it. I'm also old, so you know you can blame that. The Witcher 3 at least had a good combat system. Like they cleaned it up from what it was, and I still don't think it was very good. It wasn't horrible like the first two, but it still wasn't good. Um, yeah, Marvin the Martian is in multiverse. All right, Mario Kart DLC Wave 3, which is cool for people that still have the cart. Yeah, they had an interesting roadmap for Mario Kart. I know I personally don't have it, so I don't really care about kart racing. That would be something that we play as much as multiverse, in my opinion. But yeah,
I will say Mario Kart was like the only Mario game that I liked growing up.
I can't say that. I played a lot of platformers, but yes, I did like the kart a lot. I also like Party. Um, but yeah. So I mean that's it. Speaking of Pokemon, I know you're almost completed your decks. On top of that,
I only have 8 to go,
uh,
which I need help with.
yeah, I have beat the Starfall uh, line. So now I just have the Elite Four before I kind of join you in that paradox. Elite Four and then plus whatever else. And without giving away any spoilers, called it.
Yeah.
You'll know what I mean, and you know, only people that are actually fans of the series will know. So. But yeah, I have been. This is why, like, I see a lot of stupid comments on the PlayStation thing. Like, there was a TikTok video who was just like, "Are you playing Scarlet?" And then it shows a guy, "Yep." And he was like, "Isn't it only like 10 frames per second?" And it's like, "Yep." Isn't it got horrible like graphics? And he's like, "Yep." You know, shouldn't we, not play it because the most lead money making thing we should expect more from them and whatever? And he's like, "Yep." So, you know, but you're still playing it, and he's like, "Yep," because it's fun. So it was like this, jab at like, one, it was, saying all these bad things, but it doesn't matter. It's still a fun game, or it's still a game that this person wanted to play. And then the comments, of course, were like, I don't even know why I did that to myself. It's just like, why do these people that clearly don't like Pokemon still playing Pokemon?
Yeah. I mean,
It's,
I'll say I haven't really got into a Pokemon game since probably Platinum or not
yeah,
the remake, the original, like
yeah,
Di Diamond and Pearl or whatever it was. Like, and I don't. You may have to go all the way back to Red and Blue for me to have even like gone through the concept of trying to complete a Pokedex. So
yeah,
that's how much I enjoyed this one.
yeah. Not to mention, like, your excellent pace. I will say, and something that Brittany was struggling with that I do almost agree, and you probably just don't have this issue. With making it open world and having all these different avenues, I feel like I have to make more decisions. And because I have to make more decisions, it drains me quickly and I can't play for as long. Like, I was done with Pokemon Sword, completed the decks in like a week.
Yeah, so I can see that, but if you remember, I posted something in the Discord, which was a roadmap of what order to do stuff in.
Yeah.
So there was no decision making for me. I just did the stuff in that order.
Yeah, and that's smart. Like, that's probably the way to do it. So it's like, I'm not going to think about what I feel
Yeah.
like doing or what I'm next to, right? I'm just going to follow this map. It's going
Yeah,
to
the
do
only
it
thing I
for me.
didn't do in order was the Titan in the desert, just because I happened to be in the desert for the water gym, and I was just like, screw it, I'll try it. See
Yeah.
if I'm high enough level, and I was, so.
Yep.
And that was the only thing I did out of order. Now, when I went back through and refought the gyms, I did not do those in order. I just happened to do whichever one I happened to be at while I was catching Pokemon.
Well, you get to a certain level where you've assembled your team, and the level is almost irrelevant.
Yeah. And so in Violet, my Charcadet evolves into Turalege, I think
Yeah,
is how
which
you
is my
say his
fire
name.
ghost.
Yeah. That Pokemon is stupid broken.
Yeah.
And after I had to go back through and refight all the gyms, I used that Pokemon to just solo every single gym except the water gym,
Damn.
which I used my starter with because I started with the grass
Grass. Yep,
Pokemon.
and you were
So,
fine after that.
yeah, and yeah, then there's another thing afterwards where you have to fight some more people, and that's like really post game.
Yeah.
That's so you can't re-challenge the Elite Four in this game, like you could other ones.
Yeah.
But they have a different thing you can challenge. And yeah, I just walked through that entire tournament with just that one Pokemon.
Yeah, and it does a terrestrialize fire.
What's that?
Is its terrestrialized form fire?
No, mine's actually water.
Oh wow, that's actually
Yeah.
huge. Because
Yeah.
because I find the ghost typing sometimes to be a hindrance, right? You're going
Yeah.
up against another ghost or dark, and then
Yeah.
I'll just terrestrialize into fire, and I've lost that weakness, right?
Yep. But no, mine's water, so I can actually
You cover
nullify
your
water.
type weakness.
Yeah. It was actually the first raid I did. I just was like, it was beside something I was picking up, and I just clicked on it, and it was like, here's a Charcadet that's water type, and I was like, what?
That kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah, so I got him, and it does cover a weakness. It does not help a lot in raids
Yeah.
because you're not boosting your attack.
Yep.
With it, but so
Yeah, you're not
I don't
getting the
know
2
how.
times bonus instead of the
Yeah.
1.5.
Yeah, I don't know how viable he is there.
No,
But
just teach
because
him like
he's
Hydro Pump.
well, because he's a claw Pokemon, Hydro Pump really
Uh,
doesn't work because his
Aqua
special
Tail?
attack's super low. Maybe, I don't know if he can learn that.
Probably not.
But
Shouldn't be able to.
yeah, but he is a claw type, so he can learn almost any claw moves, including Dragon Claw.
What's his actually that's huge. What's his full name?
It's Cerulege, Cerule.
Got it.
GD, yeah.
So at one point I was thinking about entering the combat scene. So Cerebi's really good for stuff like that because it'll tell you what it can learn and what it can't.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know, yeah, it cannot learn Aqua Tail.
Yeah, so I have mine currently with Psycho Cut, which is psychic.
Yep.
Which is big. It has its personal ability, which is, I can't remember the name of it. If you could scroll up.
Terra Blasto is special.
Oh yeah. So its certain move is what is it? Bitter Blade.
Yeah.
It's a claw
User's
move with
HP's
fire, and you
restored.
heal when you use it.
Oh my god, and it's a 90x?
Yeah.
That's
That move is disgusting.
gross.
And it's 15 PP, so like,
Yo, dude, that is insane. What's his BST? Oh god, I forgot where to look for things like that. These are his level up moves, these are just typing. Yeah, here it is. Base, yeah, total stats 525. Yo, this is gonna be a comp Pokemon.
yeah. But yeah, like I said, and I have that. I also have Shadow Claw, I think, is the ghost move.
Yeah.
The Ghost Claw, and then I currently have False Swipe on it for catching Pokemon, but now that I've caught all of them, I could teach it Dragon Claw.
You can even teach it Solar Blade. You could set up Sun and then deal a 125. That's insane. I mean, you don't have the stab bonus unless you terrorize grass. Jesus, man. Egg moves, disable. Yeah. Sadly, it doesn't. Eventually,
and
if
mine.
you cared enough, I would probably terrestrialize a dragon or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. That would probably be good.
Yeah.
The
But you're definitely right. He's a physical attacker. You can't really use special attack.
and um, he might with this Charizard raid coming up.
Mm.
He would be actually pretty decent for that because, or at least mine would, because his talent or whatever that he has, he absorbs fire damage and then it boosts his fire moves.
Oh, does he have flash fire on top of that? Are you serious? Is his
Yeah.
ability flash fire? Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude. That is so fucking broken. Yeah, when hit by an attack, the Pokemon's defense is low but speed is increased by 2. Alright, so if you're ever out catching one and you get the hidden ability, I'm sorry. Flash fire is broken. Jesus. Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Insane.
not impressed with his unevolved form, and I almost removed him from my team, but I was
Thank
glad I
God
did
you
not.
didn't. Yeah, holy crap.
I will say I'm super disappointed in the shiny though. Like, scroll up and see if you can figure out what the difference is.
Is this the shiny?
Yeah.
It's his
Yes.
eyes.
Yeah, that's the only difference.
Wow. Yeah, that's damn. Yeah, I'm not shiny hunting for that one. Yeah, Will-O-Wisp activates this ability without having an effect. Jesus, man. That is gross. And that's so much better than my version. Yeah. And his type coverage is better too. It's like the water, obviously ghost, and that's it. Meanwhile, this dude here has got water, ground, rock, and ghost. Gross. I got shafted. Yeah, but this one is sick. I wonder if
Yeah, I
this...
really love the design too.
Yeah. Ah, but this one's a special attacker.
Yeah, it's psychic.
Hmm. Which doesn't mean that Terra Blast... I'm thinking Terra Blast will see some sort of playing comp because you can Terra to any type. And your opponent won't know until you do it. Which can have some weird, counters to things, right? But yeah. That's, this is not a Pokemon combat, or a competitive, stream, so who knows? But yeah, man, it's sick. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. While I've been waiting, I decided to, so when I first started playing this, I wanted, like, the urge hit me to do an all-electric run, and I have a hard time doing that on new games because you want to see the new Pokemon and everything.
Yep.
So since then, I have got up an emulator of Red, or Fire Red, and I'm running an electric-only run on it.
Wow.
Brock was super difficult.
That's the first gym, dog.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And you can only use a Pikachu.
I'm about to say, yeah, Pikachu's your only option. You should have
'cause
chose yellow for the flavor.
Yeah, but there is no updated yellow. You just
Yeah.
had to play natural yellow. I'm at least playing Fire Red here, so it has a little more type coverage.
Yeah.
Because in the original games, every Pokemon was monotype. So
Yep. There were no
there was
dual
no
types.
type coverage for ground when you're playing electric. At least in Fire Red, Zapdos is flying, so you do have some ground coverage.
Luckily, there's also no ground gym.
Yeah. But yeah, I did get through Brock by leveling my Pikachu up to 15 and getting double team,
Yeah.
and so that he couldn't hit me, and then just tail whipping him to oblivion and then hit him with quick attack.
Oh my
Uh,
god, dude.
it took so long, but I did get through it. Rock Tunnel was pretty rough for the same reason, because almost every person in there has a Geodude.
Yep. Yeah, you're playing on hard mode, man. Like, the
Yeah, but
first half of that game is gonna be
yeah,
the hardest
the
part.
two, the two hardest gyms I thought going in would be obviously Brock and then Surge, an
Yeah.
electric versus electric gym.
Yeah.
But
Now,
I have gotten through both of them.
I'm
So
about to say, you should be pretty good against Surge. Like, you're right, electric on electric, but at
yeah,
that point that you are in that game, you're gonna have so much moves and type coverage.
well, no, because you can't pick up any electric Pokemon until after that. So you have to do the first 3 gyms with just a Pikachu. You can't pick up a Voltorb until after the 3rd gym.
Oh my god. I think you're, yeah. I
And
don't know
and
why,
then
but
you can pick up a Voltorb after the 3rd gym. Then when you get to Saffron, you can pick up your Eevee and get a Jolteon. Then you cannot pick up any more electric Pokemon until you get to the power plant.
gross.
So those 3 have to carry you till you get Surf.
Absolutely gross.
But at the same time, it's almost playing like Ironmon, because
Yeah.
my Pikachu is already level 42.
Good old Ironmon. Those are fun.
Yeah. So yeah, but I do think I'm covered now. I do think I should have it pretty easy at this point. The only other gym that is going to give me any issue, I think, is going to be the grass gym, because
Yep.
grass has, it's not grass has resistance. It doesn't have an advantage against me, but it does resist
Yep.
electric. So I don't have any grass coverage yet, and I don't even know what to do for that, because you can't pick Zapdos up before then.
No, yeah, it'll be after.
I don't know. I do have rock coverage now, though. I taught my Pikachu Brick Break.
Yeah.
So
That Pikachu, man, it's gonna go the distance. Be a level 100 Pikachu. I hope your name is like Ash Ketchum or Red.
no, I just named it after myself for this one.
Oh man, that's great. I wish you were streaming it. I'd watch that.
I did find there is a website that runs emulators on the site, so you don't have to download anything.
Oh, that's cool.
And then when you get done with playing, you just hit a button and it lets you download a save file. And then when you go in the next time, you just upload that save file, and the emulator picks up right where you left off.
That's actually really smart.
And they have every game up through the DS for Pokemon.
Woo.
They don't have any of the 3DS games, so can't emulate those on there anyway.
Yeah.
And they also have a few modded versions as well. I don't know if they have an Ironmon mod but
Even if they
Yeah.
did, you'd probably still want to, use the randomizer and everything else that comes with it.
yeah.
But
yeah, that's
man.
pretty much what I've been up to.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been doing anything besides pretty much playing Overwatch. So, do you have anything that that came across though, either your side of the gaming nerd sphere that you wish to discuss?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Like you said, it was Thanksgiving, so I hope you enjoyed your Turkey Day if you celebrate. And I think we talked about it. You seemed, you're like, yeah, Thanksgiving's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yep. But other than that, I'm been more active on the social media and creating content. I plan on continuing to do that for the interim future. But this Tragikast you can catch around 5 p.m. Eastern every Monday for the weekly updates. If you want more, then yeah, subscribe to this channel. And